they brought back Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't want to overplay how much I love this game, but I love this game. I got it when I was in like middle school, I think, first time. I really threw myself into it when like my dog died. I don't actually know if it's that good. Oop. But where is it? Well, we've already fucked up because where is it? Game capture. Specific window. Da. What's the problem? There we go. All right. How we doing? Okay. Sorry about that. I haven't streamed for a while with the camera setup. Obviously, I should have like a black screen back here or something, but I don't. So, whatever. I have a day job. This is not the thing I do. But I love this game. In large part because I played it when I was still in elementary school and like middle school. So I don't know how well it actually stands up to an adult or compared with other games. But it's got a special place in my heart, and here's hoping. So it came out first when I played on the PlayStation. It was mistranslated a lot in that sort of fun old JRPG way. What Heaven's Wish to Destroy All Minds, Holy Explosion was a move. What does that mean? I have no idea. They re-released it on, I guess, Advance and some other systems. They put out Final Fantasy Tactics different version, which is a totally different game where you're like a kid and it starts with a snowball fight and stuff. I'm sure it's all right, but it's not this one. This one they re-released for, I want to say, I don't even know, a handheld system at one point. And then it came out on phone, and on phone it was called The Lion War. And that one I also got. That one I played like 10 years ago, as opposed to 20 or 30 at this point. I don't even know. It wasn't quite the same. The art was different, and they had cut out in-game cutscenes, which were animated with the game sprites walking around and scripted and stuff, with these sort of weird anime ones that weren't bad, I'm sure, but they looked totally different than the rest of the game. The game itself is these weird sort of little teddy bear proportions, Tactics Ogre style sprites, and then it would come in with an anime and then go away again, which doesn't really work for me. Like, they did the same thing with Chrono Trigger a while ago with a remake, and it's obviously a totally different piece of media they added separately. So I liked the in-game cutscenes better, even though they weren't as good. But I did like the new translation better. It sort of switched into vaguely Shakespearean, late Middle English style speaking, and someone who actually spoke English as a first language went over it. So that was better. So I don't know which one of these is which. The Evil's Chronicles is the new one. It has full voice acting. That could make or break it. I don't know. Adjustments to dialogue, animated character portraits provide a more immersive way to experience the story. Higher resolution graphics, updated user interface, improved controls, optimized game balance. Allows the use of mouse and keyboard. Alright, so that one might have to be what I use. Okay, but then this one, faithful representation of original 1997 release of Final Fantasy Tactics, using the English translation from 2007's The War of the Lions version. So that's good. That should avoid some of the weird JRPG stuff and adding in the sort of weird Shakespearean stuff. See that? Sarah with an E. That wasn't in the first one. By the way, I can't see the game and chat, so sorry. I'm going to be a terrible streamer this time around, but I'm usually a terrible streamer, so I think that's fine. I wonder if I can open the... If I can have that on in the way background, move that over, put it there, maybe. All right, so I can see notifications when someone's chatting, at least. I'm all over the place. It's ADHD, guys. What do you want from me? using English translation, so that's good. Has functionality improvements such as autosave to provide a smoother experience for those who wish to enjoy the game as it was originally created. That's probably me. But in-game moves and sections of text appear as they did in 1997. Steam achievements are not supported. Controllers with X input support and keyboards can be used. Button prompts are based on controllers with X input support. I mean, I've already played this one to death in a positive way. It's the one I like best. It's the one I'm most confident I can beat very handily for you. But you don't tune in to see my skills. Let's try the new one. I'll be an old man ranting about what's different, both positive and negative. But also, I want the Steam achievements. If I invest more than 100 hours of my life into a game, I should get Steam achievements for it. And then at some point, probably right before I die, I'm going to get them all tattooed on myself. And then I'm going to try to mummify myself in a copper coffin. So in the future, archaeologists bring up this guy. They're like, oh, but look at all his merit badges. Maybe he was a leader. I'm not. But they don't need to know that. King Tut was like 12, and look at how many people love him. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What do we like now? This actually isn't new. They had this in the first one, I think. Let's turn my speakers down and the pickup up, and that way, yeah. So it won't be coming in on my mic too bad, but should be coming in on yours all right. Okay. Oh! Which one was the original version? I'll go right in the middle. Evolution calendar. Solar calendar. My birthday. I'm not gonna tell you guys my real birthday. Middle of July, let's say. What's the middle month? June? No, you know what? July 1st. That's the middle of the year, right? Cancer 10. Alright. Confirm. Yeah. Yeah.
I am Arazlam J.D. For the greater part of my life, I have been a student of Ivalice's middle age.
The voice acting is entirely new.
You are familiar with the War of the Lions? No? It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Ivalice in two. Here we first find mention of Delita Hyrule, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark act of our history. His is a tale of great renown, familiar to all who dwell within our land.
So they don't have English on the map anymore.
As we well know,
I'm sure that'll be fine.
what the eye sees is oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth.
Actually, did they ever? Maybe just when the icons pop up was in English. I don't remember.
There was another young man, Ramza Beowulf, the youngest son of House Beowulf, famed for producing leaders of men.
Uh-huh.
There is no official record of the role he played on history's stage.
So this, I think this cinematic was in the first one without
However,
voice acting, because I
according to
recognize
the
this
writings, which had long lain
wording
concealed
and
in
picture.
church archives, this forgotten young man was in fact the true hero. The church maintains he was a heretic of the highest order, inciter of unrest, who blasphemed the gods and profaned the godly.
That's me. I'm unironically proud of that.
Which of these two accounts is to be believed? Join me now in my search to uncover the answer. The truth.
The truth. This is new. It's the same music and approximate setup as the original cutscene, but it was in then state-of-the-art 1997 graphics, which were quaint, but it wasn't this watercolor style. This watercolor style, though, is what they had in the Lion War, the 2007 one, so it might go with that. Or maybe this is new altogether. I don't have the Lion War version memorized the way I did the first one. I just got a new like on Tinder. We'll talk about that later. So if they're going along with the very first movie, it's going to be some guys riding chocobos through like a stream and stuff. If you ever saw the original CD box art in 1997, it's a screenshot from the first version of this cinematic that didn't look like this at all, because this is animated. This is the anime stuff I was talking about. Anyways, you can see what it originally looked like by looking at the CD jacket. Jewel case, they used to call them. Do they still? Does anyone do DVDs or CDs anymore? I don't know if I'm just like unconsciously elitist or if I'm accurately guessing that that's gone away in the times. Digital's better. It's nice not having physical media. Although I will say I was one of those guys who liked VHS better than DVDs and still do. VHS was better physical media. Digital's better than both, so I'm not that much of a grognard, but VHS was good. Kept your place. You can fix it with tape and scissors. If you scratched it a little bit, it still played just fine. And the first game, this is where we switched over to in-game graphics. Is it going to let us? Is it going to do that? I hope it do.
O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Lady Ovelia, it is time.
Okay, so new things in this are just the voice acting and that the mouth moves on the little portrait. Oh, and she blinks. That's all new. It used to be just a weird sort of typing noise when the letters came in, and then just the portrait. Also, I mean, it's higher res and the font is different, but, you know, that's minor. Maybe what I'm doing today is I'll play one version of the entry with this and then one version of the other one, and then I'll shut up. I'm gonna be streaming this a lot, but I do no commentary gameplay mostly because I frankly don't have that much to say. You can probably tell I'm just rambling to take up time.
I'll not be much longer, Agrius.
Agrius.
Your escort has already arrived.
Please, heed the good lady's words, Highness. You must hurry.
I mean, I don't hate voice acting. I know a lot of people don't like reading. It's just that when I got attached to it, it was all text, you know. There
Stay
he
in
is.
here, are ya? It's been the better part of an hour.
Oh, they've got accents. That's Gafgarion.
Gafgarion,
Yeah.
you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of the princess.
Mayhap bowed heads would less offend.
So, you know, that is the new translation.
but you would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries.
I guess this version doesn't have the original translation, which is fine, but you're missing very little. Maybe I can get a ROM version, actually. Show you what a disaster that was.
I see even the noble Order of the Northern Sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves.
A guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not to expect chivalry. We are in the employ of the Order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you.
Govern your tongue.
Enough. Let us be on our way.
Mouth movement doesn't quite line up there.
The Father watch over you, child.
And you, Elder.
That's Alicia or Latin.
Milady, the enemy is upon us.
You got Tanner's men?
And the boy, the one in purple is us, whatever name we give him. The other one's Rad with 2 D's, I think?
We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep.
Come on,
What is
go
it,
and I'll pay.
Ramsay? You're above getting paid to do a job.
Okay, you can't name your guy in this version because it's voice acted.
I'm
You
a
are
knight no longer. Just another sellsword.
and remain Ramza.
Right then.
Right then,
To battle.
to battle. What, cheerio.
Deliver us, O Lord.
Actually, that might not be right. I'm just gonna admit this, I can't super tell white Scottish versus Irish versus English accents apart versus New Zealand versus Australian. If they go really deep into it, I can tell them apart, but most of it's just clipped
They bear the
colonial
crest of the
English.
Black Lion. Duke Goltana must be mad.
You there, wench. It is useless to resist. You will surrender the princess. If not, well, I would hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours.
Them's threats.
A head on a saw. These swords of Goltana. Lack wits, one and all.
In that case, we should be able to handle this without you, Gafgarian.
Nah. We need the tutorial. So these are archers. It's a knight. It's a chemist. Archers got bows and arrows. Chemists can heal people with potions and stuff. And the knights don't look like knights. They look like guys with swords.
Mayhap you could, but there's no money to be made in that.
There's other armored classes later on that look more like knights than knights do.
With me.
Lad with an L. Okay. They also changed some names, I think, in the better translation. Like,
Kill them all! Leave no man standing!
there was an Algus who turned into an Albus or an Aldus or something. Or the other way around. I don't even remember which one's originally. But
You would have us slaughter them. Are you mad?
nah, do it.
Kill them here, and you'll have played into Duke Goltana's hands. We need only put them to rout.
I find dead men rout more easily.
I'm with him.
It's time.
Okay. First battle, you can only control Ramza. You may move once and perform one ability. If you select wait, he'll take no further action. Yep. Combat timeline, that's new. We didn't have that before. You could access it. You'd have to go to a little sub-menu and go into the AT scores of everyone and see who's going to act when, but this is cool. Each unit will act according to number one. Hold C and WS to scroll through combat time. I might remember that. Alright, alright. What do I have? Yo! Command the unit to attack with a currently equipped weapon, perform an ability it has learned. Attack command's most basic form of offense. Its range varies, blah 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 blah. Metal. How do I bring up a explanation of what exactly it do? Nope. There were, back when it was a controller, I wasn't using mouse and keyboard. You could get little explanations of each move. R, status, T. Or maybe this is the description. It doesn't actually tell me what it does. Oh, okay. No, it's a whole area of stuff. That's why. All right, my bad. Let's get aggressive. No. Yeah. Schmack. Hey, you. Fuck you. This is new, also.
It's over!
What?
Yeah. Do your red sword thing, come down out of the sky, be all weird.
Farewell.
Yep.
Sorry.
She can do her blue sword thing. Same thing, except it's made out of ice or something. Oh, no, she's not. Alicia Latvian. See, it's burned into me. 30-year-old game, but oh, my brains. Don't love the getting hurt noise.
My aim is true.
Oh, really? Alright, buddy. The important thing is to focus on the combat, because nothing's going on behind the church. That's the important thing to focus on here. Big red, big red.
By divine will unencumbered. By darkness empowered. Shadow Blade.
Shadow Blade.
Do not let them win.
Come then.
Your ice cube sword? Yeah.
This fleeting life, cling to it not. Embrace inevitable end. Judgment Blade!
The voice acting for the individual moves, I think, is going to get a little tiresome.
Senses keen.
I need to be able to click through that quickly. Although I guess they don't do it every time. Chop.
My life. Over. My turn.
I also don't need the lines for every time they attack or die, but I can use that. Yeah, fuck you. Oh, and we got focal depth stuff going on. He's all blurred. That's new.
No. Lady Ophelia.
This way. Hurry up. And try making a little less noise.
I know that guy.
I'll not take orders from you.
You've quite a mouth on you, princess.
I have no idea how he knocks him out by hitting him in the stomach. That's a skill I've not yet to master.
Hold there!
I think not. If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the father.
Ah. So they've taken out mentions of God and put in the Father instead. To, I don't know, not offend people who are going to find something to be offended by no matter what.
This cannot be.
Or to give it a little more
Delita.
in-world flavor or something.
He lives.
Delita.
But why does he serve under the banner of Duke Goltana? I do not understand.
The shit this boy does not understand, I swear. Hey!
Records of the hero Delita Hyrule first appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of the Lions.
Might just be that I read too fast. I never
The
take
loss
this long
of
to...
the 50 Years' War saw Ivalice paying enormous reparations and ceding vast swathes of land to Ordalia, the victors.
Knights and sellswords returned from the front to find their homes razed and loved ones slain. Compounding their woes, they were denied pay for their service and stripped of their livelihoods. This ill treatment led many to abandon their fealty to the crown and the nobility. Once loyal soldiers became rogues and traitors, donning the thief's cloak and plotting treason.
Whoa.
It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. Of these, the city of Garland too saw its share. It was there that our tale began, a year earlier.
So they didn't do too much of the anime stuff, though. At least they kept things like this.
Did you hear?
That's good.
Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Egros.
Oh.
The Corpse Brigade again.
It was the Death Corps in the original translation. I actually like that name better, but oh well.
'Tis long past the hour for drills. What is happening, I wonder? Delita, what do you suppose this is about?
I could hazard a guess.
Oh? Do tell.
I think Duke Larg is coming to Garland.
Duke Larg? Why?
Larg.
Not
That
just
name
the Duke.
did not change.
The Marquis Elmdor de Limbri too.
That's the first I've heard of it. This has not the sound of a state visit.
All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is, they number too few.
And they mean to bolster their numbers with us.
All right, everybody, fall in.
Also, I don't think it was Northern Sky. It was like Hokuten, which might just be Japanese for Northern Sky. I'm not sure, but that was the word they used.
The Order of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its Knight's Apprentice. As I'm sure you're already aware, the number of brigands roaming Galleon is on the rise. Among them, the Corpse Brigade, a seditious lot with a grudge against the very crown they had served. Rogues such as they must be dealt with. The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the brigade. An operation of a grand scale. We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard. This will leave Egros Castle undermanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses. Remember, you represent the Academy itself. Noble or otherwise, your actions reflect upon us all. Fight with honor and trust in your steel.
Okay. Got it. No problem.
Twould seem the time to take up arms is already upon you, young apprentices.
Twould, they say.
I've
Twould.
just received word that a band of thieves, routed by our knights, flees here to Garland, where the bustling streets will only aid their escape. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismissed.
I thought a squall was a storm. Am I wrong? I'm just basing on the movie White Squall. Yep, there he is.
Let's be on our way.
Yeah. Will participate in battle. They'll act of their own accord and cannot be given any instructions. So it's like a escort quest, except you don't have to escort them, which is nice. They can take some knocks and fall over, and it's not a big deal. The map does look completely different, though. This is a new graphic. And this wasn't a location in the first game. This was just the, you started in the town. So, okay, that's all cool. I'm going to call that... Oh, how do I get to... Maybe I can't yet. Well, I'm calling that an intro to what's new in the game. Let's go back and do the, yeah. go back and see if they changed anything in the classic version. Because we're curious, not because that was objectionable, really. I think it was fine. In this one, of course, we can't get any achievements, so at some point I'm going to have to... Whoop, 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 whoop. Now what? Whoop, whoop. Get shut down. Hello, what seems to be the problem? There we go. That's irritating. That's OBS though, more than the game, I think. Just when the window shuts and opens again, it loses all previous instructions. And it's like, do you mean to change everything we were doing? I'm like, no, OBS, no. I had a whole plan, and it was to do what I told you to do, but that's fine. Everything's fine. These are the most first world problems possibly ever. See, also, it's impossible to tell if the graphics are better than worse than they used to be, because resolution used to be really hard to tell on the actual, glass tube televisions, because all the pixels would blur together. So it would seem rounded even if it was very kind of... Well, I'm not telling anyone anything they don't know, but... Yeah, okay. Let's see, then you just click through it. I'm like, okay, I can read. That's the classic map. I do think the resolution was better than this. This was PlayStation era, keep in mind. So, although, I mean, I don't know, man. The old TVs, they're what pixel art was originally invented for. I feel like people forget this, but the very first games, like the very first take-home games, like the Atari ones and the original Nintendo ones, they weren't all blocky like they look when you play ROMs or recreations of them now, because on the TV, that little 9-pixel tall Mario looked like two little circles, not two blocks of pixels. It smoothed itself out, and the motion also sort of smoothed itself out. So you would have imaginary extra frames between different positions and stuff. I'm not even that old. I'm older than some folks I've been meeting who are technically adults, so I feel very old. If you ever want to feel ancient, volunteer to teach a college class. And then you're like, wait a sec, I remember college. I was drunk when I was this age, and these are 12-year-olds. They're not. They're 18, but 18-year-olds look 12. Also, anyone who doesn't realize that is creepy. So, watch for that. I know 18-year-olds don't actually look 12, but you think about it, like, 18-year-olds are as close to 12 as they are to 24. If you're 24, trying to date anyone under 18, like, I've known too many creepy people. So see, this is what I thought. Oh, the armor's a little different though too, I think. This is Act 3 costume, and they switched the Act 2 costume for the remake. It doesn't mean anything to you yet, but... Yeah, see, no voice acting, you get to choose your name. So this one... Oh, right. Press X to delete letter. Which one's X? Okay, that's up, down. Okay, this will be tricky. My name is Sir. Butts. Nope, nope. Sir butts a lot. Thank you. Yeah. That's good, yeah. It's perfect. What did we say the middle of the year was? June 31st? No. July 1st? Cancer 10? Sure. Yeah. The original movie. See, it's got some charm. It's got some 1997 CGI charm. I think. Being completely biased in every way. Just don't get landscapes like that anymore. Those rocks and just random drippy formations. Those rocks you only see in video games from the 90s or the backgrounds of futuristic seeming Tetris sims from the 80s. I like it though. I don't know, those reboot era graphics, like, because they didn't do bump mapping texture yet, and because they had so few polygons to work with, it just looked clean in a way that seems, I don't know, oddly comforting to me. And like, if you wound up in these places, you know exactly where you order. Oh, you're a computer, you know? And there's no germs. And that is the shot that was on the box art. The jewel case art. The friggin' little box what CDs come in. It was this exact movie scene that my friend Hannah had me show her mom to convince her the PlayStation was a lot more advanced than the Super Nintendo. So this was what really wowed people in 1997. You don't understand, man. When the most advanced game you'd ever seen before was A Link to the Past, this looked real impressive. Horrible. Do the original dialogue or the, yeah. It was faster. Although, if I'm going too fast for other folks to read, let me know if I'm being a dick. Okay, so it's still the newer dialogue, though. So no difference in the dialogue. Which is fine. It's not unfortunate. Does mean I can't show you how janky it used to be, though. Unless I find a ROM. And maybe I will just to do it, but then I'll be like, what do you compare it to? Can't expect people to go back and check 2 videos in a row. What is it, Sir Butts-a-lot? No, I'm a knight. I was knighted Sir Butts-a-lot. It's not Mr. Butts-a-lot. Thank you very much. So Lord. So now we're back to Lord. So okay. So it's the in-between. It's the 2007 dialogue with minor changes for the 2026 dialogue or 2025 dialogue, but nothing like the 1997 dialogue. Okay, okay. We got versions. Yeah, back up. We're here. We got all the same stuff we did in the other one. Okay. Yep. Lads. Not rad. Yeah. Still with him. Alright, and he went first in the old one because he had the highest speed score, so, you know, fair enough. And I couldn't move quite as far. See? It's a totally different game. Nothing like each other. Throw a rock at him. Hey, you! Hey! Oh, alright. I think they made this first fight at least easier. Maybe I should go on Tactician. Because in the newer version, all these guys were dying in one hit, right? Am I misremembering already? It's just a possibility. But I feel like the red thing killed a guy, the blue thing killed a guy. They weren't destroying my equipment, they were just hitting me. Maybe Tactician's the way to go. Maybe that's what I'm used to. What I'm actually going to do, what I have to do is check and see if the achievements, if there are any for going through on specific difficulties, because if there's a Tactician achievement, I'm just going to start there and know that I've got it, because I do. I beat this game literally a dozen times. Which is A, because I love it, and B, because life was different when there weren't that many video games around. I had like 7 of them, you know? That was the collection of video games you played when you were home. I had like 7 video games, 20 or so movies. That was it. Digital lets you fit everything into the ether. It's so good, you guys. I feel so old. My grandmother, when she was a kid, saw the first car come to her town because there were horse and carriage before that, because she is actually this year turning 100 years old, so it feels weird to complain about how less technical video games were in the day, but they were, you know. Time marches on. Alright, who's almost dead? Is anyone... Have I moved through it? There we go. Which one use her? Neither of you? Shit. Okay. Yeah, and died in one hit on the other one too. Okay, well, finish them off. Do your thing. Do your... Yeah, get him. Yeah. Thank you. Got actual injuries on both sides in this one. That didn't happen in the new version. Oh, deaths on both sides. Look at that. You got a... I forget what they're actually called. I called them Cinnamon Sword and Mint Sword. But the first one, it wasn't Judgment Blade and Shadow Blade. It was like Blood Sword and I want to say Stasis Sword or something. Again, not the best translation ever. So I'm cool with mint and cinnamon. Mint! What's this guy's name? Lazales? Cinnamon! Ah. Now, what does he say? Does he say stuff about the Father or God? No, we're on the Father still. Okay. Blame yourself for God was like a meme for a while. That's why I remember that specific line. There's also a very memorable slowdown in this part where when they're talking about the survivors having little money on the original PlayStation version, little money typed out at like a third of the speed of everything else. They had no prospects, little money, and blah blah blah. Let's see if it does that again. Why is this important? I don't know. And maybe it doesn't even say little money anymore. Maybe it was stripped of livelihood, and that's yeah. So the new translation doesn't even have the same line. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. Give me something I can fast forward through. Yep. Corpse Brigade, not the Death Corps. I mean, the voice acting's fine. I prefer reading it. I don't know. And also be curious, they added some new classes in the Lion War version. Like, you could be a Dark Knight. In the original version, you couldn't. I think an Onion Knight, too. But in the original version, there were things, I'm not sure they're still in, but like you could get Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII as a bonus character, and like this weird dragon lady. There's a robot. This is all outside the storyline. Like if you dig way into stuff you don't technically have to do. Yeah. So that's a lot. Yeah, and see, it throws you right into the combat because there's no... Because you're already in Garland. Carmine, you go there. Chemist. Oh, I've just chosen all the guys and all the girls. Jeanette, you're the token female. Sorry about that. Done. What is done? Yep. Okay, it's pretty intuitive. We're using the escape button, enter, space, stuff like that. Could be worse. Magic. City of Garland. Wee moppets, is it? Alright, lad. Yeah, I can't wait to hear his voice. Okay, so those seem to be the differences. Which one do I like better? Of course the original, that's the one I'm attached to, but is it actually better? I don't know. I'm going to be playing this obsessively. Whenever I'm not doing Fortnite or Elder Scrolls Online, I'm going to be in this one until I have 100% of the achievements. And then I'm going to keep playing obsessively every 6 months or so for the rest of my life. But I probably won't record commentary for that because, in case it's not obvious, I'm bad at it. I don't have that much interesting stuff to say. And it took me like 45 minutes to set this camera off, and I still chop off the top of my own head. So, you know, it's not a thing I do for a living. All power to the late teen, early 20-year-olds who actually make a living at this. Seems kind of cool, but that's not going to be me. I'm an attorney. So, yeah. I don't know why I'm waiting for natural stock. Why not just start a brand new fight? So I'm just going to say, good day, everyone. And I'll be doing this silently for a while. Be well.